It's a lovely day, lovely time to be here. I'm particularly very excited because we had a break a little bit from being here live. And today, for the first time in the year, we are here live. And I like that song. Oh, December, no, the way go. Oh, December. Yes, December came and December finished and we're all back here. Dirty December in retrospect. That's our topic for today. And I'd like to ask, how did you spend your December? I don't know if it's dirty or clean, but however it was, I know that a whole lot happened. The good, the sweet, the ugly, the bad. And on this table today, we're going to lay everything down and analyze, discuss, perhaps even prescribe, yes. And then at the end of the day, we hope to make a better, dirty, cleaner December 2026. That's when it turns around. And my name is Elizabeth. Hello, ladies. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy 2026.
How did you spend your Christmas? I'm just curious, Joy.
I spent it in Lagos.
I know.
It was...
When I spoke with her, she was screaming, traffic! I'm dead!
Traffic. I think I expected too much, you know, coming from 2024, you know, and I wanted to go experience Detty December, and I don't think I have too many good things to say about my holiday. Because one, the traffic was crazy, but it's a typical thing in Lagos. I had to go with Uber on a day.
Of course, you couldn't carry your car.
No, I couldn't take my car. So I was on the mainland because I thought the island, the sanity there, the mainland was actually really nice. But going from the mainland to all the activities, I was going to the National Theatre for Adekunle Gold, for the one in Eco Hotel. I had to...
somebody, see, look at that.
Yeah, that was the Polo Club one. That was fun. Yeah, no, that was the Polo Club one. That was really fun.
It was good.
Yeah, with my friend who came in from, all of them came in from abroad. They enjoyed it, yes. But I had a problem because why would I spend 100,000, close to 100,000 in a day? Why? Going from the mainland. Then the problem Anna had again is that if you go for an event, you have to stay there till morning. So I was sleeping there because I wasn't taking alcohol. The others were partying and I was sleeping. Oh, wow. We had to wait.
Was the alcohol supposed to keep you awake?
I don't know. I think there's something alcohol does to the system. And I was taking more of soda and water. So the thing here was that I was tired. Then the heat, the weather was terrible. Then if you have to take an Uber, it's scary that you have to go through Third Mainland. So people are scared, you know, security-wise and all that. The water, I had to come back to Abuja to try to clear my skin. The skin was, the water was horrible.
Your story is one of the bad.
Yeah, one
but
of the
bad.
It's not yet ugly. No. It was, no, it didn't get too ugly. But guess what? In all of this, I still had fun, and I'm happy I'm back in the new year.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see. What did you do?
Well, Christmas, this was my best Christmas ever.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm somebody who ordinarily dreads Christmas. Because for me, ordinarily, it's cook. I don't mind the cooking. It's just that after... No, I used it. Okay. It helped. Okay. It helped. That is getting some things prepped ahead of Christmas. It really came in handy. That was nice of you to share. Thank you so much. I used it. It came in handy. But it wasn't so much because the stress of the workload of the kitchen was reduced. We had a very nice karaoke night.
Karaoke. You were actually the pastor in charge.
Singing Ojo Elegba. With all my folks in the back there.
Oh, with an Arsenal fan.
With one
I can see an Arsenal fan
How
t-shirt.
do you see them from
Of course,
here?
I could see.
She knows the jersey.
I know the jersey.
So it was lovely. Family members I haven't seen in a while turned up. So
nice.
That was good. Then this is the first time we had karaoke.
Wow.
We had the barbecue. Once we traveled to Benue, and we traveled. Once we're in Makudi, we do barbecue at Christmas time. But for me, it's usually boring, you know. So, but having this mix of music, karaoke, everybody, we were all out there trying out our croaky voices, made people laugh at each other. So it was lovely. And then we replicated it again on New Year's Eve. And I think on New Year's night, we had a choral group come in and sing.
Wow.
And I was surprised. People have voices.
Yes,
I'm so upset that I can't remember the name of the group. They did a fantastic job. So they came and sang, and it was beautiful. So this was my first really enjoyable Christmas in my life. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. At other times, I would be stuck at work.
Did you share food?
No, but we, of course, we had people come to the house to come eat the barbecue.
Help me turn it.
And all that.
My mommy said you should turn the food and give me back the
It
plates.
didn't really happen. That didn't really happen. But we did have people come in and share the barbecue with us, have drinks and all of that. So that shared camaraderie was really good. It made it my best Christmas
I mean,
ever.
I say that the end of year activity is one that binds families, and I'm big time on it. Whether I'm in Nigeria, whether I'm outside Nigeria, I have a way of trapping people around. And for me, I ensure that almost everybody was around, and Christmas night, we did a lot of karaoke like you too. And of course, I'm happy that they didn't do my intro.
Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah, that's me and my children.
Whoa.
That's lovely.
That's me. I know how to, dovale, with the thing. And then I also try to sing, the nights.
Wow.
And I messed it up big time.
Oh,
my voice is horrible. I've always said it. I sing very well only in the bathroom. So the girls, their friends, a lot of them came around.
Your girls
and,
around.
We had a lot of Christmas fun.
Oh, beautiful.
It's for me, it's a dirty, clean December. The dirty for me now, it does not have R. It's a D.
See the wig.
Yes, we did old school nights. Yes.
Oh, wow.
For 24th, we did old school nights.
Oh, that's so good.
I also tried to spoil it for them, and even the ones that were not here, everybody joined us virtually. That's the first daughter and her friends. They joined us virtually, and we had lovely cake. Anyway,
lovely cake.
let's see on the streets. Kikiola went out to find out from some of her friends how they spent their dirty December. Let's see.
I spent my dirty December very well, more than the other years. I think I didn't go home. I spent mine in Abuja. I go because I wanted to enjoy the Christmas. So I went for the video concert. I went for Lance concert. I went for, I think, Maya's concert too. Then I went to church. I went for crossover. I did a lot of things. I basically prepared homemade meals for me and my friends. We had like a gathering, we ate, we drank, we overfed, we drank.
I went to my parents' house, like I traveled to Katsina State. We went to a lot of weddings. I met a lot of my family members. I was happy to see my family members, my cousins, my nephews. We spent a lot of time together.
It was fun. Yeah, I attended some couple of shows, OBO's concerts, the Cavemen concert. I attended a lot of end-of-year parties, and I later traveled to the village with my husband, where I met families across a long time. There was a lot of catching up. It was fun. I had a lot to eat. And now I've added weight that I have to burn this January because of this December.
No, my December was not really that dirty, even if it was. It was just dirty for the Lord because I was all about doing the Lord's business. Carol program, praise concert, worship experience, and all the likes. And of course, my customers in the spa will always want me to attend to them as well. So that was how dirty my December was.
It's okay. While that was going on, somebody asked me why are we interviewing only ladies, and the answer is very simple. This show is conversation and it's for women. Occasionally, we remind ourselves that we're priority in this matter. So let's get going. Okay. There was something you talked about, expenditure and how can you spend 100,000,
Yeah.
you know, in
a day?
A day. It's crazy.
But you didn't say what you spent it on.
Uber.
I was just
transport.
Yeah, it was transport.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. So for me, I just couldn't understand. Then, you know, the thing here was that, one, I'm not an Uber person. And I now realized that I had to start giving cash. So I now said, why would I have my new notes and be giving cash? So I went on the app and I changed it to my card. But one thing I noticed is that when I pay with my card, the next thing I'm double charged again. So you see, it was, I don't think I would, anytime I want to go for such things, I think I will get a car that I can pay for the duration of the time, or I can either decide that I stay where activities are, which are closer. Because most of my friends who came stayed in Eco Hotel because they have a package. So most of those hotels. So instead of me staying in a hotel on the mainland and
be moving,
it doesn't make sense because the mainland doesn't really have activities. But there's something about the mainland. It's peaceful. So for me, but you know what? You can't have your cake and eat it.
You enjoy your peace and pay.
Sorry.
So I know a lady I know, Ibi, she actually made a video, which I unfortunately don't have at the moment, but maybe by the time we're doing a repeat, it will be ready for use.
All right.
She made a video and she said somebody told her that you can actually go as low as 1.5 and spend the whole month, have fun, and, you know, save costs as against 3 million. And she wasn't sure, but she actually did it and found out that she could do her Dirty December for 3 solid weeks at, you know, 1.5.
No, it depends on what she's going for. I went for Adekule Gold. The tickets were 400,000.
Wow.
So I'm just doing one. For Davido, it was 500,000. So I don't
understand. One show.
Yes, one show.
One night.
And let me tell you the thing.
Why wouldn't you just come and watch my show?
The thing that
I'll collect only 100,000.
No, guess what?
At this point, I can sing.
No, but guess what? My own aggro or my own take with this is, if I am spending 500,000 for a show, I should be able to get a good seat.
Exactly.
I should be able to have something come with it. But I just realized that here I went for a show. The only difference with Adekule Gold show was that I have to give it thumbs up for the National Theatre. It is beautiful. The renovation. Look, if you go there, you will not even believe it's Nigeria. The National Theatre. I think they call it Wale Soyinka now. National Theatre.
I'm impressed.
So everything top notch. So I give it to them. ACs are working, the seats are comfortable, the spacing is good. But when you now start going for Davido shows or the others, Ashake and all of that in Eco Hotel, my God, it is tight. It's a bit smelling because people are sweating. If
so that means the ventilation is not so
and you still pay
fantastic.
400.
You still pay 400. So here I am saying, what's the big deal about the island anyway? Because they make so much noise about the island, but you really don't get value for your money.
We should start branding the mainland as well.
So I think so.
We should start, everything is branding. Yeah. Anyway, I know we have a bit of a package on some of the show. But before we go there, I'd like us to look at the drink. You know, you and I had a conversation behind. But if it's ready, I'd like us to have the... Somebody was ranting. I'd like to have it. Director, can we have his rant?
Ali Baba's own?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, there was a man who was ranting about the costs of...
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny.
You know?
Yeah, it wasn't funny.
It's robbery. How can you be selling Hennessy for 6-point-something million? 6-point-something million. That is more than $5,000 for Hennessy that I'm not even sure whether it's original. This is robbery. I ask you how. You're telling me that's the price. As how now? As how? Detty December is an organization open to rob people coming back from abroad. There is nothing you tell me. They will romance your ego and rob you. That is what they do for Detty December. Thank God I even asked, how much is this NSC? She couldn't even tell me the price. The waitress couldn't even tell me the price. She was telling me, look at it now, look at it. How much? 6 point something million for Hennessy, a bottle of Hennessy. There is no how somebody will buy that Hennessy. There is no how. You guys are doing something. You guys are using that price to claim money. Nobody that earns legitimately will bring out his 6 point something million to buy a bottle of Hennessy. How? Even in America. Even in America, that bottle of Hennessy, worst come to worst, that bottle of Hennessy will not be more than $1,000. Like that is like going to one of the biggest clubs in the world. Tell him selling a bottle of Hennessy more than $5,000 in Lagos. In Lagos, as how now? Not me. You see me? I've cleaned my hands from anything concerning Detty December. I'm looking for clean December right now. Clean December, that's what I'm looking for. Say bottle of Hennessy, 6 point something million. How? As how now? You get to the point now. As how now? That is more than deposit to buy a house in America. To buy a bottle of Hennessy. Not even a good Hennessy.
The vex. He kept shouting, as how now? The vex.
I never knew that Hennessy could be Nigerianized to Hennessy.
I've
never heard it pronounced
that way before.
And at first my mind went blank. Then it occurred to me, oh, he's talking about that drink. Hennessy. Now Hennessy, now I know say that they call it. Bro was so frustrated that he turned it into a Nigerian word. You understand?
From Hennessy to Hennessy.
But there are people who pander to people's egos and things like that by doing these things, and I'm very sure that that's not the shelf price. I'm not an alcohol person. But there are these establishments.
Even the XO.
But there
is no more than 150.
But there are these establishments that you go there and the same drink, it could be a bottle of water that is selling on the shelf easily for 200 naira. Because you are sitting in that establishment, it's now going for 5,000 naira.
But how did you get it?
I'm blaming the people who are happy to buy it at that 5,000 naira.
No, you can't blame.
I understand that, the ambience and this and that and that. But your markup is now like over 1,000%.
Terrible.
It's not good now. Okay, if that drink now, like you said, it's approximately 150, maybe 200K, too bad. If in your establishment, because of all the other things that come, maybe 1.5, you understand? I think that's a decent enough markup to. I don't understand the dynamics. I won't buy it. Even if I have the money now, I won't buy it.
I don't do alcohol, and I'm so happy because for me it's a waste. I saw people. You see, the thing here is, Nigerians, we're so. Is it egocentric? We're so, everything is classism. Because
I think that's the word I was looking for.
I saw it firsthand. And I couldn't comprehend because when they were paying the bills, I was like, for alcohol? And the sad part is that immediately you drink it, you're going to pee, you're going to the bathroom.
Make matters worse.
And you kill your organs.
That's it.
Make matters worse. Nobody is certain if it's real, if it's the proper thing, because there's so many of these adulterated drinks around.
There are too many fake ones.
Make matters worse, there'll be people sitting there that are still paying rent.
Yeah.
You understand?
Or about to pay.
That are still paying rent, that are happy to bring out that kind of money and do that kind of thing there, because they're trying to make a statement all that. Like, I don't get it.
Because I saw so many people. Let me not lie to you. I think it was when we're sitting, I started hearing 24 years. 40 years.
For what?
The drinks, the years.
Oh, because red wine especially.
The
number of years.
That's how long it has been.
Yes, that's how
the
much.
Older
how
it is.
expensive.
Which you have no way of verifying.
Well, but you see, the thing I have realized that, like he said, Detty December is a scam. There is nothing anybody's going to tell me about it. And you see, this is the thing about Nigerians. Anything we start and we never let this thing go. So I'm telling you, the amount of people that came this year, 30 December next year,
will be less. Everybody's complaining.
Because why?
People, the number of people that came this year was
the accommodation
is terrible.
Why would you pay on the island? A friend of mine paid 200 per day
or per night for the room.
Night.
200,000.
Guess what? There was no water. They were fetching the water in a bucket.
Oh my God.
In a bucket.
And water pressure too low to take a proper shower.
So, unfortunately, the water had a problem. So it was from there I realized that Lekki itself is smelly water.
Yeah,
so everybody who came was now using bottled water.
To shower.
That's
oh my.
How much is that going to be?
Wow.
So when you check all these things, you now realize that, excuse me, it's actually dirty.
Yeah, true.
It's actually dirty.
It's actually dirty.
And it's not worth it. Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I think when I was watching that video, I was hoping that authorities involved, there should be regulation. There should be regulation, because if we don't do that, very soon what is happening in Jamaica will happen to us.
What's happening in
Jamaica? Do you know that a lot of them reject foreigners? A lot of them, no longer value their currency, because you're doing business, you're coming in, you're paying with American dollars. Jamaica.
In Nigeria?
No, not Nigeria. Not Nigeria. Here. I'm telling you, it started with foreigners coming in and using foreign currency to spoil the market.
Okay, you are looking for regulators. Let me just, very good you brought that up. I could not believe how much airfares were.
No, that's normal now.
Excuse me.
At Christmas time.
And the owners of...
Why would it be normal?
That's it.
Why would it be normal?
But
yeah.
Pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Price of regular fuel dropped at Christmas for the first time.
Everything dropped.
For the first time in my life.
Tomato dropped.
Forex dropped. Dollar dropped.
I was so shocked at the price of tomato.
Chicken dropped. I was expecting it to go up. But Air Peace, Air whatever, whoever they are.
Even
what
United.
Happened?
They even had the nerve to come on air to tell us that Nigeria is the cheapest. Is only in Nigeria you get the cheapest amount for airfare. Why would I pay a 45-minute flight to Owerri and pay 500,000?
To go to my village and come back.
500,000.
To go to my village and come back, I needed minimum 1.5.
For what?
Please, everybody, go and check how much my salary is.
And excuse me, we have regulators. And this is, I actually, when that thing happened, I was like, where is the minister? Where are the regulators? Every day they talk and do nothing.
The jet fuel did not go up.
It didn't go up.
What happened?
Demand went up and they decided to use that.
Crash this. It should crash the price.
No, they blocked. Do you know what they did? They blocked. Let me tell you what they did with the airlines. They blocked it.
They blocked what?
They blocked the bookings.
Okay. Yes.
And waited.
Yes.
When it was getting close to the holidays.
If you try to book around October,
you can't do it.
You wouldn't have been able to.
Before, we used to buy our tickets earlier. So I think, I don't know how we do things.
When I'm traveling, from outside the country into Nigeria, I can get a ticket, or even outside, from Nigeria to outside, I can get ticket for as much as, for Christmas travel, I can get tickets in July, I can get tickets in June, May.
So I don't understand.
But in Nigeria, I cannot get tickets for my Christmas, move within Nigeria. In September, I can't get it in October. They have to wait till sometime in November.
End of
November. They open it. And when they open early November, they close it again.
Yes.
Then open again
December.
For Christmas period.
It's not acceptable.
So that way, they have time to hike, and then they feel that now there's a pressure. Because if you had opened it as early as July, I'm thinking that the minister should look into this.
No, but let me make you laugh. When I was coming back,
I don't want to laugh.
I had a problem. What was it? My hand luggage. My hand luggage was 10 kg. and earpiece they started ranting that I had to take out the 2 kg. And I told them, I'm not going to take it out. If you want to charge me, you charge me. It's only Airpace that gives you 15 kg.
Yes.
Other airlines give you 20 kg. You charge me and you reduce my kg. So please, I'm sure the minister is watching. The regulators are watching. I don't know why we have to do this to citizens. Let certain things be done and done right.
It's not fair.
Not fair.
It's not fair. It's only in Nigeria things, a lot of times are turned upside down, and it's done by individuals. And I keep telling them, if you do this in your small corner, if you're made governor tomorrow, if you're made president tomorrow, I am scared of what you will do. The little space you're given, at Christmas, you're passing by, a security man is greeting you double. In fact, we're in January what? Today is 14, right?
Still Happy New Year.
Somebody still telling me Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And he tells you answer, entering the premises. As you're coming out, he's telling you the same thing. He's telling you that he should dip hand inside pocket.
It's a hint.
So why don't you do extra job for your boss because it's Christmas? Assuming you don't have money to give. Why are we configured to be groovy?
No, sis. The thing here is... I don't see anything wrong in the greeting, because I was greeting people as well. And I'm sure you saw my something I posted on my status. I said for the first time, I realized that the giver stopped giving, and I didn't understand. I just felt that, okay, if I haven't begged you all year, at least be nice to me. Christmas is given.
When I read that, I said,
the only thing I was seeing was rice. And I'm sitting there, what am I going to eat the rice with? But you know what? For me, Christmas is more of, for all the people who work with you, from my salon people, to my tailors, to my this, and people around that it's good to just, you don't have to give them too much, but just give them something. In Nigeria now, nothing is too much. If you give 1,000 naira, the person is lying on the floor, telling you to cross over him and all that. So I agree that Christmas, New Year seasons are for exchange.
And I also don't mind the excessive Happy New Year, Happy Christmas thing. I get where it's coming from. These people get paid peanuts. They
agree.
And the working conditions are awful. So I've actually made it a point to be carrying some cash around.
Yes.
Every now and I try to have loose 500 naira notes. You'll be shocked. Maybe it's that 500 you give that person. The person will use for lunch that day or so. So I get where it's coming from. It may not be the most palatable, but there's a reason.
You're both on point with your thoughts, but I'm thinking that rather than not do the job well and greet me and expect me to, I am one of those people that see you doing your job pretty well, and you're not looking at me. I don't really care about greetings, and just because you're doing your job well, I ensure that I take care of you in any little way I can. I don't really need you. I don't really need you to do psychophancy, for me to extend hands. Do what your position, handle it well. And consistent. I notice you're good. I try to, appreciate you for doing a good job, not because you're greeting.
Like for me, for instance, the aspect of psychophancy doesn't even arise. I just try to have some small change that I share with them regularly. And as long as you're not straight up nasty rude, I have
entitled.
And entitled or acting weird. So the truth is, many of these people are people you bump into just once. I have no way of assessing how good you are with like a security man, for instance. He's just standing there, opening gate, closing gate. And that's it.
So what you tell me reminds me of things I try to do if I'm around this environment during Christmas period. I actually load up my car with cold drinks and little things. Go around to give to any security officer I meet on the road. And I notice it makes them happy. The policemen, the
and
road
Abuja
safety
can
men,
be quite hot.
Nobody
so
notices
they don't stop me. I stop myself, and they're like, "Madam, any problem?" I say, "Merry Christmas" or "Happy New Year," whichever day it is, and I hand over a bottle of cold something.
No, which is
they're
good.
very happy with it.
Yeah,
if I bake
nice.
cake, I cut it in bits too, and they're very happy. One of them actually danced for me. I was happy. I forgot to record. It would have been nice to play it back, but another day I'll
see,
record
like,
it.
there's a group that I work in church, and it was beautiful. One of us just decided to have it in her house before Christmas, before she left, before everybody left for holidays, and we exchanged gifts. I didn't know how even the people who have, they're super excited, because you know what? Nobody ever remembers giving gifts to them, because they feel they have, no matter how little. A little girl gave me an eyeliner, and I hugged her. I was so happy, because for her, she said yes, because all the time I see it, and all that. So it's just a beautiful season, because I think Nigerians have forgotten the reason for the season. So it's give and take.
My office did not forget to. Kudos to my very current swagalicious DG. For a long time he's been making us happy, and this year he did beautiful. I was like, ooh, I'm sure I work in CBN. I'm sure I work in APC. Thanks to him, thanks to his management, thanks to the EDP, they make sure all of us smiled. And of course, thanks to Tinubu, because
we have not smiled. People have not.
Oh, and by the way, I'll jump in here to wish my youngest a happy birthday.
Jessie, happy birthday.
Well, it's Jessie's birthday today. So this is me wishing him a very happy birthday. He's also done with NYSC.
Wow, nice.
So, of course, we are looking forward to bigger, better things going forward.
The young has grown.
There will be a small get-together for him and his friends later on this evening. You are not invited.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You are not invited. Please, don't get it twisted, because I spoke about it on air. So I'm just
if you want
I'm
the
just
venue,
doing a high
contact me.
five for the young man. And it's also my mother's birthday.
Wow.
Posthumously.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
posthumously.
nice.
So today I recognize her. If she were alive, she'd be older. She's not with us, but it's also her birthday. So this is wishing her posthumous happy birthday.
All right, posthumous, a lot of things happened, and we've shared the very good ones, and I also know that we had very bad ones. One of them was Anthony Joshua. It's
that was crazy.
It's crazy.
All kinds of conspiracy theories have come out regarding that.
Anthony Joshua and the accident.
Yeah.
Lovely friends. We were lost there. Lovely people were lost there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kept swallowing in news and all
we're
of that.
We're still talking about it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at Latif and Sheena.
We're still talking about it, and
it's crazy. I don't understand. I don't really get it. You would expect that because it was a head-on collision, the driver would also be a casualty.
Most of the time
or maybe he swerved and
they
the
always
side.
Swerve. They always swerve.
So the side struck, and the two people sitting on that side were affected.
Yes. You see, the thing here was that apparently, when we were talking about it, he was sitting behind, and the guy said he wasn't comfortable. So Anthony Joshua, because I heard the driver is kind of a bit small, so Anthony Joshua now went and sat behind the driver.
I think you mean AJ was sitting in the front, and at some point he moved to the back.
AJ was sitting at the back. At the what do you call
behind
the
the driver?
Yeah, no, behind his friend. And I think somebody complained, and he now switched to stay behind the driver, because I think the driver is a bit small.
Okay, so
he could move his seat and all that. But you see, the thing that really got to me was when I listened to some woman in Ogun telling me they didn't have ambulance.
Okay.
How can you have that state so big with all the people I have so much regard and respect for? They had to call the governor of Lagos State to meet them halfway to get an ambulance. And I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, this is a guy who went to his village. You see, I love Anthony Joshua.
Oh, I do.
He
too.
didn't just stay in Lagos.
I'm a huge fan.
He went to his village. I think it's in Ilaro or something. He went to his village.
And he probably brought his friends along to have the Nigeria experience, you know.
No, he not even, you know, the typical us who stay in Lagos or Abuja. He took them to his village. Okay, now my issue here is, was the driver drunk? Was the driver sleeping? Because I always tell friends of mine, when we travel, and you don't pay for accommodation for your drivers, and they sleep in the car, I always tell them, don't keep your drivers late. They'll be the ones that will drive. So I don't think Anthony Joshua is that kind of person. The thing now is, there is no way it wasn't dark. So that trailer, it was daylight.
Stationary.
It was stationary.
And it's off the road.
And it's off the road. So here I am thinking, what happened? Did the tire burst? Was the guy overspeeding? Was the driver sleeping? Or was he not concentrating?
But he has actually sued the driver. There's litigation going on.
No, they have to,
Is
because
it him that sued or the state?
So you see the
No,
thing.
why are you suing the states?
See,
No, not that
the
he
shoulder,
sued the
the
state.
shoulder
Is it
line,
the state that
the
sued
shoulder
the
line
driver?
of
no, but you know
on the
the
road.
No, but my dear, you know the one that just freaked me out. The guy doesn't have a driving license.
The driver.
Yes.
Can you imagine it?
Now, we're all talking about things that we've gleaned from social media. Now, the story I got, somebody claiming to be an eyewitness said another vehicle caused that accident.
It's also possible.
That this other person, I think, overtook them, braked suddenly, and this guy had to swerve. He knew that vehicle was there to stand still. But because this other one overtook and then suddenly braked to avoid head-on collision, you know, last-minute thinking. He just did what he needed to do. And even if they'd escaped that truck, they would have landed in a ditch.
Okay.
So that was what this so-called eyewitness said. And then he claims that that vehicle sped off.
Okay.
So is there some kind of, is there something else going on? Is there something, was this planned? Was it arranged? There have been theories that people who fight with that particular guy always wind up with some nasty backstory a couple of weeks later. I don't know how true, but there's so much going on.
Are you not supposed to have a driver's license?
No, you should. You should, totally.
Okay.
If Anthony Joshua didn't do that, that was remiss of him, because the driver claims that he's the person who regularly drives.
Him?
Yes, that when he's in town, that he is the person.
No, but
that
guess
drives
what? That car has an agency.
Okay.
So why would the agency take drivers who don't have driver's license?
Because it's very easy. I for one, when I go home, a lot of times, because we're managing one car, I get a driver. So if I'm not around, my kids need to go out. I'm not going out. It's easier to coordinate with the driver. They gave me a driver who said he had a driver's license. And as soon as he entered the house, I said, where is your driver's license?
He doesn't have.
He roamed around and came back and said it has expired. I now told him to go and get a new one, you know, pay, and come back maybe 2 days after. They'll give you a temporary one, which you can use. You know what this guy did?
Yeah.
He went and did forgery. Then brought me a photocopy, you know, badly photocopied. The face was not clean. I looked at it and it was, you know, fraud. I told him I wasn't going to use this. And I also assured him that if I sell him again in my house, I was going to report him to the authorities. He now broke down and told me he didn't have money. The money I gave him for driver's license, he used to, you know, take care of his family.
Food in the house or whatever.
You know, take care of his
and
family.
just to
Some
add
of them are just like that.
to what Joyce said, you see, that what you're saying, I'm like that also with drivers. I don't want a driver that is not feeling well to drive me. I don't want a driver that is exhausted to drive me. At the end of the day, these people are human beings.
They're humans.
So I will not say that because maybe I'm paying you 60,000, I want to milk every last penny out of it.
Get them
Once I start seeing signs of exhaustion, I tone it down. I allow you to sleep or whatever you need to do. Just as you wouldn't want a drunken driver at the wheel or one that you know is high on anything.
Yeah.
By that same reason, by that same token, you should not work your driver to the point where they are so exhausted that they are... Some people don't feed their drivers.
I know. They don't.
You may carry this person from morning till night. At no point in time will it dawn on you, wait, to collect this 2,000, give this guy.
Me, I don't even believe in giving them money to feed. So I'll be sure of what they are eating. So my driver has
most
to
of the time
eat.
When you give them, they don't.
At that point, my conscience is absolved. At that point, my conscience is absolved.
No, I make sure they eat what I'm eating. So that way, we know that you're feeding well.
No, but if you are stuck in a meeting that's taking forever.
In the morning and in the nights, I make sure they eat.
Same thing with my home, for instance. But in the afternoon, if I think that maybe it was a light breakfast, like maybe all these Indomie kind of thing.
You want
if you decide to go and use that money to do something else, it's not on me again. You're an adult. I cannot handhold you through something as basic as keeping a full tummy.
No, but you know the mistake again people make? Because they want people to feel they're nice. I have seen people give their drivers alcohol.
That's crazy.
Wow.
And I'm sitting down, I'm saying, look, you can take alcohol, but you cannot take alcohol at work. Sorry. So you see, there are certain things we have to start checking.
All right, so before I start taking the messages that are coming in, even though Charles says, hi, I'm Charles and I'm watching your show. It's interesting. Thank you very much, Charles. I don't know where you're writing from, but I hope you're learning. If you have a driver or if you have a cook or a housekeeper, ensure that you feed them very well, because they are people holding you, they're holding your life, so to speak, outside of that God's protection. Now, Chimanda Adichie, it was crazy what happened to her.
Her little boy.
Yes. And I'm wondering, when is it going to be possible for our hospitals, to get up and take charge? Our health section, it needs a lot of troubleshooting. And I'm saying this because I have had experiences. And she crying out, I totally understand. They mess us up. We're very careless.
My darling, we have sat here, people are talking, nobody's doing anything. Now everybody's talking because it's her. You see, and this is why, even with Anthony Joshua, it's because it's Anthony Joshua.
You're actually right, because my parents, I lost two of them on the road, accidents.
That's it.
The same, it was careless overtaking.
That's it.
On the road.
So guess what? What happened to her? It's sad because she could have just decided to stay abroad.
And she came home.
She came home for Christmas. And look at what has happened. We had an experience yesterday. Sorry that I'm digressing. Yesterday, what happened? There was a man I think I know very well, elderly man, fantastic man. And I saw him some weeks ago, and they said they were talking about he had cancer, and he went to give it was a driver of ours that was, telling us the story, and that he went to church to say that he was cancer-free. And guess what? When he went back to hospital, he started feeling sick again. He went back to hospital, guess what? The doctor that told him he was cancer-free was what do you call these people that...
Radiologist.
No, these people that just come during they come and...
A houseman.
A housemanship. Oh, so his real doctor now told him that it has spread.
It had spread?
It has spread. Wow. Okay. So I don't understand from where you are cancer-free to it has spread. So you see, the thing here is that for the hospital she went to, it's a fantastic hospital.
But the story online at the moment, when she gave her speech online, is that it's not the first time it's happening.
It's not the first time.
It's not the first time it's happening with the hospital.
There are so many hospitals that these things have been going.
Like the doctor has had that carelessness.
No, but excuse me. We have people who regulate hospitals. When people talk about it, go online about it. Sorry, allegedly, let me say allegedly. monies are being paid and everything dies. And that's why we keep saying that in Nigeria, our judiciary, it's a problem. Because you already know that this person did this. But the minute you get to the judiciary, they'll throw the case. So the thing here, our medical system, and you know the sad part is that this is an expensive hospital. This is a hospital that, you know, in Nigeria, we like big names. But I always tell people, go to teaching hospitals. I say it over and over again, but I'm sure she wouldn't want to take her child to the hospital. And I think the biggest mistake we always make, many hospitals don't know your history. So when they don't know your history and they start to treat you, sometimes it backfires.
Now, still regarding hospitals, general hospitals, teaching hospitals, the public facilities actually have more specialists there.
Yes.
But waiting time is hellish.
Yes, you must know somebody that knows somebody.
Sometimes too, attitude.
Well, but at the private clinics, you go there, maximum 20 minutes, 30 at best, somebody has attended to you. So usually when it is, and then of course it's because there's less crowd, it's cleaner and all of that. So I kind of understand. Now, regarding like maybe attitude and things like that, I don't really like going there per se. I personally have only experienced that like once, and sadly it almost killed me because the woman would not, she didn't look at my folder. My history was there, but she didn't look at it and decided to come and give me something intravenous that I usually react to.
That's it.
You know? So, but one thing I want to say is this. Hospitals all over the world have these issues. It's not a strictly Nigerian thing. No. There are, the waiting time, for instance, for all these Oyibo hospitals, you have Nigerians coming back from Oyibo country to come and go to these hospitals that we are always complaining about and things, because your chances of getting in front of the doctor that same day within minutes is much, much higher. Then our hospital care is far more affordable by miles. By miles.
We're not talking about the cost. All I'm saying
I'm
is
just
that
looking at the
if you're
good.
going to do, you know, something, whether it's cheap or expensive, let's do it well.
No, I'm saying that she is even saying that it's one of the elite hospitals, right?
Yeah.
These things happen across the world.
Across board. Yeah.
Across board.
Yeah.
But until we are definite that maybe the physician that attended is not a proper doctor or is some kind of quack or something, accidents, these things happen everywhere. I'm just looking at the brighter side of it. Like, I really feel bad that that happened to her. She lost her child. Unfortunately, these things happen in every hospital.
Well, it does
They are suing them, so
the good thing is that she's already suing them.
So she's suing them.
So
too bad.
We'll follow it up and ensure that we get to
Nigeria
a conclusion, because I think there's nothing. Nigeria will happen to us in a positive way, because this is a great country.
Yeah, there are good things happening too.
And I believe in this country we will get there. I also think that the medical sector should really do something, because the doctors do a lot of preaching and they don't practice it.
Yes,
the doctors, you know, hardly sleep well.
Yeah,
I know. You know,
listen,
a lot of them don't eat well.
So
they should schedule them in such a way that they can have time, especially the student doctors you talked about. That's those on house job and all of that.
See, it's all of them.
They don't sleep well.
My
When I have an interaction with them one-on-one, they actually say, yeah, you're right.
My doctor, I will not call his name. He was working in a public facility and had his own private clinics, too. One in Garki, one in Nyanya.
Well, that's how all of them do.
And that's how he would spread himself around and everything.
What kind of
so
money are you looking for?
I couldn't help it. One day, I asked him, I said, Doctor, are you fine? He started laughing. He's the kind of person that laughs at everything. I said, no, I'm worried about you. You have such a frantic pace. When you are not at the public facility, you are here, you are running to Nyanya. When do you have time to rest? You understand?
I like doctors that flex, I beg, because they do better. But let's look at our messages. A whole lot of them. Somebody's asking us here, you didn't tell us your name. You just said, what is Detty December? I'll leave Devon to reply you to that, but let's take other questions. Just keep in mind. Good morning, good people. Wishing you and all of us wonderful 2026. Thank you very much. It's going to be great. I know that because a lot will be achieved. This person says here, ladies, Happy New Year to you all. Your discussion is good and educating. Keep it up, Jimmy G from Jos. Thank you so much, Jimmy. And how is Jos? I'm sure it's pretty cold today.
No. Hamatan skips cold, the traditionally cold places this year.
Oh, wow.
Jos was not cold. Katsina was not cold. All the places that are typically freezing in December were warm.
Abuja just got cold.
That's what the people that stay there, that's the report I got.
Another person says, Lady Joy is really great person. Oh, I love her input on the show that concerns Nigeria. She's real. Thank you. We want more women like her speaking boldly on national issue. Tima Suleiman. Do you know this person? Tima Suleiman.
From where?
I don't know. Thank you. Anyway, thank you for appreciating Joy. Thanks, Ma. I'm 17-year-old, so I am learning a lot through your channel. I wish one day I will have the opportunity to broadcast on your news channel. Bring it on, girl. We're ready for you. We're always here for you. Okay, hi. My name is Innocent from Lagos. I'm watching your program. I'm enjoying it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Innocent. Please, how was traffic for you in Lagos? If you can still write, we'll still have 1 or 2 minutes. We'll reply. I want to know because all the traffic, signal I saw, okay. It was heavy, and I kept saying, I can't stand this. All right, another person says, a beautiful show, real life. Please let us be aware that our dear country having a driver's license for most people is like holding a piece of paper. True. Majority of us, if not all, do not do any driving tests. Thank you very much, Irene. Okay, I totally agree with you. A lot of people, in fact, when I was making my children, go through the rudiments of learning, some people say, why are you putting them through stress? Just go there,
I learned how to drive.
I said they took personal driving tests with me, personal driving tests with the school, driving tests with road safety severally before they were given the...
No, why did I go to driving school? The driver just decided to just drop me off Third Mainland, and he left me with
and abandoned you.
So I just said no. That's how I went to driving school.
All right. Good morning, lovely people. Concerning Dirty December, it's our greed that will spoil what should be our pride. Wow. Yeah, Happy New Year to you all. Emmanuel from Akure. Wow. That's the first time somebody is writing to us from Akure. Thank you, Emmanuel. Good morning, people. Is wishing all of us a wonderful 2026. Madu Choma from Enugu. Really, Auntie Joy is a role model. Oh, is it this your white hair?
I think it's the white hair.
All right. Gray. Okay, that's a good one. It's the gray. Anyway, how is it for our boys tonight?
Bingo. I just want us to just pray. The officials, when I saw all the officials that they put for the match, it didn't make me happy. South Africa, Ghana, and all that. So, but I want to just give kudos to those boys. They have surpassed what I thought about them. But one thing I realized that they're playing fantastic football because the pitch is fantastic. All the pitches are beautiful. So good luck to my guys today, from Iwobi to Sime to Akko, everybody. I wish them the best. And my team again is playing, Arsenal is playing Chelsea. So I hope we win today.
Which one is your own, Arsenal?
I'm a Ghana fan, I'm Arsenal.
That's why she was able to recognize Jesse even in black and white.
Even in black and white. That's a good one. Yeah.
I have my own team. I'm sure you're one of my team members.
No, I'm Arsenal.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Elizabeth
the two shall be as one.
United. Woman United. We play every day.
No.
Okay, next week we'll bring you another exciting package. Yeah. Until then, remember, Nigeria belongs to all of us. And people say Nigeria will happen to you. Yes, Nigeria will happen to you because good things will happen to you.
Amen.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye. Have a lovely 2026.
Bye.